What's going on, everybody? It's your man DISCO100, and we getting this thing situated real quick. Y'all know how I do. We live, and that's the wrong one. We live all the time. So I have today, fellas, beautiful, and I'm gonna do her name. I'm gonna make it sound Queen Joe Orgy Modeling Service. Did I say that right?
You did awesome.
Okay. So don't be scared, Mrs. Queen. All
Oh
right.
no.
Okay.
Queen, don't get scared.
So real quick, I just want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, as far as where you from, how long you been in Atlanta, and why you came to Atlanta.
Wow.
Real quick.
All right. My name is Joe Orji, and originally I'm from Nigeria, West Africa. I was born in Nigeria, and then I came to America 1991 August, and I was raised in Atlanta from 91 to 1997. I got married. I moved to Virginia. So after divorced, I moved back home, which is Atlanta. So Atlanta is my home.
Okay, so Atlanta is your home.
I have four beautiful children, four daughters,
Okay, all daughters.
all daughters.
I would go crazy. I would go crazy. How old are your daughters?
So my oldest one, she just graduated from college a year early. She's 22, going on 23. I
Okay.
have 21-year-old will be graduating next year. Will be graduating next year. She's 20, she'll be 21 this year.
Okay.
And my third one is 18, and she's going to college this year.
Okay.
And the baby is 16, and she will be a senior in high school.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Four daughters.
Four daughters,
Ooh, Lord have
beautiful
mercy.
daughters,
Oh my God.
smart girls.
I bet they're beautiful and smart and all that stuff, but that's even worse.
Well,
Beautiful is the word. That's worse. I'd rather have four ugly kids than to worry about that.
well,
I'm
that's why
joking.
I
I'm
gotta
joking.
have a gun and have Jesus
Yeah.
with me to
Yeah.
protect all of us.
Yep. So tell me a little bit about. We talked briefly last week. Um, and tell me a little bit about what you actually doing and what you're trying to do with your services
Okay,
from A to Z.
from A to Z.
A to Z. Break it
Awesome.
down for me.
All right. So I am currently I'm a loan officer, a banker. So every services in the bank I can be able to help one on that currently. I'm a model. Um, Now I train models
Okay.
how to walk on runways and how to pose and have a nice pictures. I direct fashion show.
Okay.
I produce fashion show.
Okay.
And my also I have a nonprofit in Africa called leprosy. Those who has leprosy in Africa, in Nigeria precise.
Okay.
So businesses do donate to my nonprofit things, goods like clothing, shoes, accessories to give to them so they can live a normal life just like you and I can live a normal life
Okay.
and have love and to show some appreciation that I love them, we love them, instead of them being rejected.
Okay.
And then my next move is helping women, abused women who has been abused and scarred to come out of their shells and letting them know that they are better, they are good, that they are great. And then in that I incorporate that with male because some men are being scared, by women, abused by women. I interview men a lot, a lot of times because I never get to engage with guys to know all this. But now recently I started, interviewing guys, seeing some guys who has been scarred by a relationship, what the formal relationship has done. They cannot be able to commute to any relationship, you know, instead of playing games, because there is a reason. When you talk to that person deeply, then you understand where that being scared or not want to be in a serious relationship is.
What do you think is the root to all of that? Do you think, because we have a couple shows on this platform, and we're gonna talk about your business, but that's part of your business as well. What do you think the root is to all of that? Because I talk to a lot of people on the platform, and they always talk about the upbringing and what they seen growing up. Do you think that has a lot to do with how men treat women, and then how women treat men?
Absolutely. It's like when a father is not involved in a child's life and that female is losing a lot of love from father, and vice versa with male, right? So there is no self-confidence, and then image is like behind. So in their own, they already been familiar with the only mom taking care of them, raising them. There is no father figure in their lives, and goes the same with the male. So you give a male, hey, you can't talk to me any kind of way, or a woman, it comes with a low self-esteem, if you ask me, or not knowing who you are.
Okay.
Because if you know who you are, you shouldn't abuse anyone, whether you're a woman or a male. You shouldn't abuse your partner. You should respect them. Not all hands are not created equal. If you look at your hands, it's different. Not all of us can be a doctor. Not all of us can be a pharmacist. Not all of us can be a dentist or a counselor. So we are all have our own unique gift that God has given you. I recently received my doctorate degree on theology. So, and you don't have to be somebody to please the man or to please a woman, if that makes sense.
That make a lot of sense. I feel like is what okay, let me go to my next question. What made you start that? Like, what did you have to, no disrespect, did you have to encounter that yourself? Did you go through any kind of, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes.
Okay.
So if you check in the line of anything people do, if they can be honest with you, a lot of times a woman who is giving information or giving a service have to go through that and come out of it and get help in order for that individual to be able to get an assistance, right? So I went through that in my marriage, and I came out of it, and the only thing I can tell people, being real, okay, is God, Him alone. Because I never thought I would be here by now. Never. Because I thought I would have been gone. But I thank God for saving my life. Thank God for people that He brought in my life to show me that I was loved, that I'm beautiful enough, even though I hear it from my parents. I was raised with parents, both parents. And even though they didn't have much, they show us real love, not money, but real love. Our dad always let us know how much beautiful, how beautiful we are. We are talented, we are gifted, we are smart, and the same with our mom.
So saying all that, and I'm no disrespect.
No, sure.
This called Disco 100 for a reason.
Absolutely.
So saying all of that, if you had that from your parents, how did you get caught up in that type of relationship with the guy?
Wow. So I do.
I'm gonna keep it 100. Yeah.
Absolutely. And then this is 100%, question you asking me, and then I'm giving 100.
Okay.
Okay. I remember growing up, and my parents, especially my dad, was not. He wasn't in supportive of my relationship. He told me not to be in it, but I was paranoid and ignorant, not to listen. And then I went anyway. And my dad told me it's not gonna last, and he gave me his own advice as a parent, but I didn't listen. I went into it. And then, looking back of what my dad told me growing up or getting in the relationship, because my dad have encounter with the gentleman. And when I look at it now, and I'm like, okay, Dad, I messed up. I shouldn't have listened. I shouldn't have, follow what you taught me, but rather I disrespect that. But now I learn lesson. And my advice with my daughters is, please do not allow any man to abuse you, to talk down on you, to belittle you, to insult you in front of your friends, or make you run away from your family and then your friends.
Okay. So how long did you stay in that particular situation?
I was in the relationship from 1993 or so, and I got married.
Okay.
And
So you got married to this individual even with all that going on before you married him?
correct.
Mm.
Even though I saw some clues, I ignore it. I thought, hey, being kid and this particular individual was 15 years older than myself. I saw some crazy stuff and friends was telling me. I didn't listen. When you think that you are in love, you think, not you think that you're in love, but there's a difference between thinking that you're in love and knowing that you are in love, right? And I keep going.
So was it lust or love?
Yes,
Lust.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about your modeling thing. So right now have you talked to any women? Have you helped any women so far?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have a partner in Virginia. He has a company called Fashionista Roanoke, and is in Roanoke, Virginia. So I train his models. So I became his vice president in that company, helping to during the show, making sure that the models work well, they have what it takes to be a model, that they can pose on the stage. And I travel states to also help some modeling's company to get them prepared for their um, fashion show before the models goes on the stage.
I got a lot of questions for you about that.
Sure.
I got a lot. First of all, what do you look for? Because I know a lot of models.
Okay.
And they can't walk to me personally like some I don't know what's expected with the walking, the do's and don'ts. So what are the criteria that most fashion people look for in the walks?
So one thing I say with the models is a lot of times models, they feel like they have to bounce too much. I don't like a model who bounce too much. Like boobs are all shaking everything or twisting themselves. That takes away the
Okay.
designer's clothes, because people doesn't get to see the designer clothes or the shoes or whatnot, because there's so many acting going on. So all those is what people are focusing instead of focus on the clothing that the individual has on.
Okay.
So I make models, you do not bounce on the runway.
So what are they blessed with? Just like they blessed like that. So when they walk, it just
You just normal walk,
Okay.
like.
I'm saying what are they blessed up top where they bounce when they walk? What they supposed to do?
So even though they may have, a lot of models, if it's a plus size models who has big boobs, you can't help it,
Okay.
right? But you don't have to. You can walk like crisscross without bouncing. So to give the audience to enjoy the clothes that you walk,
They enjoying it.
not
When-
really.
When they bouncing, they enjoying it.
No. We're not bouncing in the nightclub.
So you said some key. My next question: plus sizes. It's been a myth for so long that most models got to be the 6'4", 6'3", 110 pounds. But now in the new era, we seen a lot of plus, thick, boobs, breasts, waist. So that myth is gone.
Correct.
Correct.
Because if you come into the industry right now, you don't want a place whereby you're selling only for skinny women. You want to open your horizon up. So, because plus size, they do buy clothes. If you go to Macy's, Newmandale, uh, anywhere, any clothing stores that you go, you see some big plus size models, short size models, who are size, 5'1", 5'2". I do any sizes, I do, except in our own model area. Whether you're any background, Black, Caucasian, Hispanic, Asians, I do have mix.
Okay. So basically, how your service work? Because I got models gonna be watching the show, if not right now.
Okay.
So basically, what they do is if they want to be an inspired model, they will contact you.
Correct.
You teach them how to walk, how to wear the clothes, the runway, and then do you put them in a database of your own, and people reach out to you and you send them out, or you just instruct them on how to walk and they do everything themselves from there?
So I do teach them how to walk, and then I produce shows like I started earlier, fashion show. So when the fashion show is going on, and then I invite some designers to come out, for the fashion show, like 7 designers or 8 designers, have them to come out. So the designers will have me to do some headshots of the models and then full size coverage of the models where they wear just black leggings and black tank top. So the designers will see how the models look. So when they're coming to the show, they know what to expect, and they will contact each individuals to get their size and all that before the fashion show starts, to know the appropriate clothes for them to wear, because not everything that plus size models wear. A lot of plus size wear something that is not supposed to. It's not fitted on them.
Is that your okay? So is that your job? Like when somebody sing you, like when you talk to different fashion designers, is up to you to put them on who you want to put it on.
So the designers, a lot of times the designers choose who they like. I don't make that decision. The designers make that decision.
Okay.
The images of the models, they may say, okay, this person is too short for my gown. I don't have a short gown for this particular individual. And the same with men too. I do train men, not only female. I do train both male and female. Now I started to be training, teenagers as well.
Okay. So I was gonna ask you, what age do you start off with modeling?
So before I wasn't taking teenagers. Sorry, because I have kids. I have teenagers, and teenagers drive me crazy. They like to argue and sassiness, and then having teenagers myself, I'm like, I can't deal with their attitude. But one thing I noticed with teenagers, or when you do show, the parents all comes out, the family members, uncle, grandma, grandpa, everybody do come out to see that teenager walk on the runway. And they listen. But the adults, you got to just kind of trying to make them to calm down, stop talking, so you can be able to talk. So I start the teenagers at age of 14.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Why?
You charge extra?
I know.
Do you charge extra for that age? So you say you deal with fashion. Do you have any particular names you deal with as far as fashion designers?
So I deal with the designers back home in Virginia before I moved here, because I lived in Virginia before I came here. And we do a lot with the local boutiques.
Okay.
Because we are supporting our local boutiques, and then stores, a lot with Macy's.
Okay.
A lot with Macy's.
So do you do fashion shows for Macy's?
Yes.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So basically anybody who has a clothing line inside of Macy's, you deal with those particular people.
Yes. If they call me and say, hey, Joe, I would love to arrange fashion show if you can help me. This is because of COVID. I don't take as many models like we used to. We have total of 45 models. But with COVID, no, it's like 10 of them, or at least the list is 5, because we are protecting individual. I don't want anyone suing me and saying, okay, I got COVID because I was on this show or whatnot. And so we do also promote a lot of our boutiques, our local boutiques, because of the COVID. We protect, we do shows like online a lot online.
Okay. So you said you answering all my questions for me, matter of fact. So what's your first step? Like if I call you and say, JoJo, I need a show. What do you do from there?
Because right now I haven't have the time to build myself for models here in Georgia.
I got a bunch for you.
Okay. Then my next move is to get a place to start training them.
Okay.
Because you do want a show, and then I will ask you, what time of the frame are you looking for fashion show? Then you would tell me. Now I will now started asking information about the designers, local designers in the area. I love to use our local designers because they mean a lot. And with the COVID, you got to think, are these people making money, or how they being shown their clothes or whatnot. So this is the best opportunity to bring them in to be like, hey, I have a fashion show. Let's say your fashion, you want it to be done in June, right? I get, models. I'm looking for a venue where I will be training them. I'm looking for 15. I can't do more than 20, just for the safety feature. And I'll be doing both male and female, because male do buy clothes, as we know, and so do female. So I will just kind of divide it, and then I will ask you, what are you looking for when it comes to fashion show? What are you looking for? Then I will divide between the plus size models, the slim models, the teenagers, and then also the male. So it will be even and then equal. So when people come, the audience come, they will see everything is all mixed, and everybody will enjoy themselves being on that fashion show.
That's what's up. So, what's the trend right now? Like, what's in? What's the hottest style right now going out?
The things we used
Cause I
to
can't
wear.
I can't keep up with it, so I don't know. I still wear jeans, Dickie shorts, and a polo. I'm good. So
Okay.
that's me.
Okay. So things that used to be back in the 80s are now coming out, like bare bottoms that start coming out, colors, a lot of colors, and I believe that's what the world need because of the dark age we are in now. A lot of hate and stuff like that. I trying to make, have the designers come up with something, with, color stuff, fun stuff, skinny legs for men, suit
Skinny legs or skinny jeans?
skinny legs pants for male,
Skinny legs?
like
Yeah.
skinny pants.
Well, okay, we call them skinny jeans. She said skinny legs.
So no, skinny pants,
Okay.
fitted for
Fitted.
male, right?
Why? Why? Man, why?
Because it's what is in vogue right now. That's what you asked me. They
Yeah.
wear, suits, and
Okay.
then the pants being straight.
The
and,
blazers with the pants.
correct.
So I can do the blazer, but it won't be no skinny jeans.
Well, I mean, it varies by individuals.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not, hey, you have to wear this.
Okay.
No.
So how about the women? What's saying for the women?
Women,
Y'all go all over the place.
well, for me, I don't like tacky stuff. I don't like, for me, I'm very, very particular when it comes to the fashion. I know what I'm looking for. I don't want a plus size model wearing something too short, too huggy. I want them to look classy and elegant with their head up, not something that doesn't fit right.
So what's not fitting right to you? Because we had a debate, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We had a debate on, and they're gonna kill me for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. What do you consider not too tight on what size woman? Like, cause you got some women that shouldn't be having something on that tight. To me personally.
So when your stomach is all coming out hanging, it's too tight.
Okay.
It doesn't belong to you.
Okay.
Okay. You want to look decent to be able to attract a man, because a man comes to you and then looking all those extra hanging out. A man doesn't like that.
Nah.
And especially if a man is taking you out to a nice place, it may be a concert or a dinner or to a show or an award for the job, his company or whatnot. That individual is not looking for something like that. And then another thing is shoe size. You got to know your shoe size.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna ask you. I'm this is gonna be funny. I see women wearing them high heels and it look like they ankles about to come out the back of them. Like, how do you know your size? Because they walk like their feet hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming that was the last color of that particular shoe, and they had to have that shoe.
Wrong.
Okay.
You don't have to have that shoe because you're putting too much on your feet and you're creating yourself some corn on your feet, if you may say.
That's how corns come?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because if it's too tight, you started creating some extra on that area.
Mm-hmm.
So I do ask model, get shoes that you can walk on runway, not shoe that is crooked, that looks like you cannot walk on it. So something that fits is exactly your type, your size. So when people are watching you, they will see, okay, this shoe fit her. Her clothes is on point. Everything looks on point. I like that.
Okay. Okay. So how about with men? Chuck, how do you know when men's shoes too tight?
Well, when you started walking funny, that tells me your shoe is too tight, and then you keep like, lynching yourself somehow. I will ask you, hey, buddy, you need to change your shoe. I don't think it looks comfortable, because you can tell when shoe is uncomfortable to someone.
So have you ever dealt with a model that you just couldn't like you couldn't just deal with? Like you say, you know what? I tried everything I can. I just cannot.
Absolutely.
And what causes you to get that way?
So me and my partner, because I train models, he takes my word for it. I have to get rid of 15 models. One, they are not listening.
Wow.
They think they know it all, or you're talking to them. One thing I don't like to do well, in the habit with women, is rolling their eyes. You may hate me all you want to, but don't roll your eyes. That's why I'm in this business. I'm very sharp, like, period. I don't have the time for it. And then other people are watching. I have an open policy. If you don't like anything, please come to me and then address me. But when I talk to you numerous times and then I think you're not getting it, I have to let you go somewhere else and look for that service.
So when you say that, because I was, believe it or not, I was in a couple model shows when I first moved to Atlanta. Now when I had my hair, I had that R&B short look back then. So with as far as the hair go, but I was in a couple shows and I didn't know that it was that intense. I got out of it because number one, it wasn't for me. First of all, second of all, like you said, the coaching, the teaching, I was very stubborn. Like I felt like I was walking fine, didn't make a difference to you. I didn't think the way I walked made a difference. So I was one of those guys that you would probably got rid of the first week because I was very debatable.
Okay.
So do you think what are the most arguments you deal with? Like what's the most common? What causes an argument with you and not argument but disagreement with the models?
So I don't have the argument with them because they know I'm very like, I'm very like cut off. I don't have the time for it. And the thing, every coaches, every model coaches knows what they are looking for.
Okay.
Okay. And my argument with the models, one is, we talked about it when I came in, and then I apologize for being late. Don't be late. Don't be late.
Okay.
If I say session start at 6 o'clock, I do training on Sundays at 3. I know the reason why I chose 3 is because everybody is getting off church. I know some churches stay too long. That give you time to go home and change. And then what I say with the models is you can take your clothes, your training clothes with you. I don't allow any other training clothes besides black leggings and black tank top.
Why is that?
That's the color that I chose.
Okay.
For training.
Okay.
No jeans. No
shit, look, see how she snapped on me. I just asked what color it was. I didn't know. So what? That's just the reason. Any particular reason because of that?
Because I want to see how your body works when your
So the color makes a difference.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
On my training.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you see Queen Georgie modeling service at the next 5 years?
I would love this service to grow higher. Models travel overseas.
Okay.
To make impact on women.
Okay.
Build confidence on women, because not only women, teenagers. I have seen some teenagers. I go even in high schools. Principals in high schools has called me to come and be a great speaker for the teenagers and then make impact of them. Some of the teenagers, when it comes to teenagers, you got to be very, very, careful what you say.
Yeah.
Even though I'm very caught, but I'm caught with them in a loving way as their mom, right? Because I have kids, I have teenagers. Some of their images, I trying to ask questions to kind of get to know those teenagers before I say something, and then in the loving way, and show them how they can change their appearances, but also to get something great to come out of it, right? I remember in the school, one school that I trained some teenagers, they have this bunch of long eyelashes that I cannot
I was
even
gonna ask
see
you.
them,
Ask
you
you
know,
about that.
and and
I was going. That was my next question. So let's stop right there real quick. How do you? Because I drive buses for a living,
okay.
and I pick up a lot of women that their eyelashes is bigger than their forehead. So my question is, who does the makeup for the models that you pick?
So we do have a professional makeup artist in Virginia called is Paul Mitchell.
No, I'm talking about what? Oh, Paul Mitchell. Wow, wow,
Yep.
some
So
big
during our
dogs.
fashion show,
Wow.
there is a Paul Mitchell school.
Okay.
It's about 10 of them. They do come out to do makeup
They
for our
come to
models.
Atlanta.
No, I'm looking for them here because
Okay.
the manager in Virginia told me that she will be able to connect with me with the ones here
Now,
in
does that?
Atlanta.
I'm asking this on air because we keep it raw. We keep it
Sure,
100.
absolutely.
Does it have to be somebody from Paul? Because I know I got about 3, 4 of my friends that females that do makeup.
Okay.
So I would love for them to meet up with you.
Oh,
They're
absolutely.
here in Georgia.
Absolutely,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. All right.
And the good thing with, the whole thing I do, nobody charges anything.
Okay.
Like the makeup artist, the photographer, we have like about 15 photographers. They don't charge us anything. So what we do is when any organization wants to raise money, fundraising, they will contact us to help them on the fundraising. And then they will give us the money. And we get the models, get everybody all in one so we can be able to deliver. I don't like to deliver something that is nasty. And then you talk about the makeup, right? I don't like models who doesn't know how to do their makeup to do their own makeup during the fashion show. And then during the fashion show, I do ask the designers what kind of makeup do they want their models to wear. Do they want it darker? Do they want it light? Do they want it natural? It says a whole lot when we ask the designers that because of the garment that each models are wearing.
Okay. Now is again back to what I'm used to hearing. Are y'all still stuck on the height of a woman?
No, I don't. One of my oldest models, she's age of 67 and she is 5'3".
You said 67?
67.
Wow.
And she is feisty on the runway.
Wow.
Beautiful, walk so elegant. Yes.
Okay, because the women that I know, they are like 5. They not the 6 feet, the 5'10".
No, I mean, I go by what I have, and then also I like tall models. Please don't get me wrong if you are hearing this. I love all sizes and the height. It varies by what the designers are looking for.
Okay. So when you say fundraisers, do you do fundraisers on any particular person that calls you? Like, say for instance, I want to do a fundraiser to raise money for a little league football team. How would I go about doing that?
So then my question to you is, when is your fundraising?
Okay.
When is it gonna be? The date and the time.
So I got to put together that part, and you just provide the models for me.
Correct.
Okay.
And then I provide that show for you.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
The only thing I ask is fees, not for the models, but for myself, right? We will work that out. And then also to provide food and then drink for the models.
Okay.
Not alcohol, but water or soda or juice, something like that. I don't allow the models to eat heavy food during the fashion show,
Okay.
so they don't get sick.
So what is your most exciting event you've done so far?
Wow. So we did what they call the Women's United. This retired African American who does great things for the community in Roanoke to help our young black kids to go to college. So they do every year. They do. We do have a show for them, how they are raising money, and their ticket gets sold so quick. One thing I love about it is, a lot of times when you hear fashion show, people want to go. So
Yeah.
let me go to see
Especially
what is
bathing
on.
suits.
Huh?
Especially the bathing suits. The swimsuits, we gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Front row.
Yes. Front row. Yeah. Front row, you get paid more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
We gonna be there.
So the eyelashes one, I think you asked me that, so I don't want to ignore you on that.
Okay.
Women have to be very sensitive of the kind of eyelashes that they put on. You don't want something to draw so much attention on you.
But y'all don't need it. That's what I'm trying to understand from a man. As a man, we're gonna be funny with this question.
Okay.
We don't care about y'all eyelashes. Like, it don't mean nothing. Why do y'all take so much pride in the eyelashes? Like, why?
So some of us women, some of us doesn't have any hair on our eyes. So to feel it in, some of us, we need it. We need it to look, make our face much better. I know men says it, but when you see another woman wearing it, you turn your head to look. She look cute, So it's easy said.
That's on y'all then, cause
it's easy said, man.
we ain't never had a conversation in the barbershop where we go about, oh man, dog, man, you seen them eyelashes on her? Ooh, them eyelashes bad. We ain't never said nothing about no eyelashes, ever. I don't know one man right now who care about some eyelashes. Now you gotta have, the eyebrows I can see.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's the
Now,
same.
we don't want about with no eyebrows, but but sometimes they get carried away with the eyebrows. Like they cut them off to paint, they do this. Like we don't understand it. I think it's
that's
something
what-
within y'all. It ain't us.
So that is the same thing when you have a professional help you to
Okay.
tone it down. Like with the young girl in high school, they think, okay, the more the better. So I was giving the girl, some,
Pointers.
ideas. You don't have to pull some, trying to drag the attention to you, because why? You don't have any idea. The guys who may be looking at you funny, you walking on the hallway, but why they're laughing or making fun is because of your eyelashes. You have too much. So what I did to her is I got her close to me, started working with her, training her, and thought that she wanted to be a model so bad. She doesn't have the walk. Her walk was awful. And as a mom, I have to nurture that, her gift, because that's my concern.
But she was very beautiful.
She was a beautiful girl, and never heard that from her mom. And she has been told that she's the ugliest thing ever. She takes time with too much makeup on, all this extra.
What's too much makeup?
When you put too much that people will be staring at you, that's too much.
Okay.
They may not say it, but when you see 2 or 3 people walk by you and then kind of look like, something is wrong.
So how long does it take you to get dressed in the morning, like makeup wise?
Oh, makeup wise, oh my God, maybe between 5 to 10 minutes.
Perfect. Okay. I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna say something else.
No.
Okay.
Because of COVID. I mean, you can wear makeup, and then when I get to my office, I have to wear my mask on.
Okay. Okay. Well then, forget the COVID. Before COVID, how long it took you to put your makeup on?
Oh my God. Maybe 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll leave you then. I'll just be going.
Just to go to work, right?
To wherever.
If I'm going to event.
If we're going on a date, let's say we're going on a date, and I come to your house, I say, get dressed, let's go. How long is it going to take you to walk out the
Oh
door?
my goodness. I'm going to have you just to sit and wait.
No, I'm going to leave. No, we
me.
finna leave. I'm leaving. You going to let this, I'll give you the address. You meet me there. We decide to put your face on, and we're going to go from there. I'm not waiting no 20 minutes.
Well, I'm being real.
Okay. I am too.
Some of us women, it takes them 2 hours.
Nah,
Some
we
it
ain't
takes
doing
them
all
an
that.
hour.
No, we ain't doing
You
all
want to look good. You want to look good so you can make your man feel good. And then him getting a compliment saying, oh, she looked beautiful. Yeah, I did that. But you didn't like it. you
Okay.
know?
Okay.
So, yeah.
So how do you find your clients? How do you find your customers and all that kind of stuff?
How do I find models?
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
So, I find models when I go to the mall.
Oh, you walk up to them.
Yeah, I walk
Okay.
out to them, even guys.
Okay.
And to the stores, grocery stores, and then when they started screaming, I will calm them down. Don't calm down. It's okay. I'm a human just like you. And then also, if I go to, we started doing the universities before I moved here. Before COVID happened, then we canceled the show we have in the university where I live. The university. Parking. If I'm coming out from the mall and then I see somebody on the parking place, I will stop to talk to the individual.
Now we know because of the let me see the right word I'm looking for. The dividing we are with cultures now, right? Is there any particular designer you would not affiliate with that you don't too much care for? Like, nah, we're not wearing that type of, because some people don't say so many stuff about our culture and our races. Like, I was upset when that lady said something about Cardi B, whoever made that kind of purse, said that her purse wasn't designed for black women to wear her purses. So what do all the black women do? Go out and buy her purse.
No, I will not do it.
So that's what I'm saying. So
I will not do it.
You will not, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
If a designer, usually before we do shows with the designers, I will have the designers to show me what their collections are.
Okay, cool.
If you're done, then
cool.
You don't mean to be on that show.
That's what's up.
Period.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So where do we go from here? So we're gonna leave here today. Your vision is to get you your own particular studio, correct?
Correct.
So we're gonna work on that.
Awesome.
And then your next fashion show you're gonna probably do after COVID and stuff, right? I'm assuming.
Yes. Because I canceled all of our shows. I had a guy contact me and ask me if I can do an event for them during June. And I do promote, please, if you know anyone, if you're a model out there, you are listening to me, you want to be part of it, I will, if I have any place we can use, I like to help the local boutique in the area.
Okay.
Here in Atlanta.
Okay.
We do virtual shows. So we can go to the boutique stores and started helping them, like letting people know on Facebook. We go to Facebook Live, IG Live, so people will see these stores, and then we can make an announcement where it is, the location, the phone number of that particular boutique stores.
Okay. So what was all needed with the studio? You need a stage or just a runway? Like when you say runway, in my mind, I'm thinking a long, narrow stage. But a runway can be actually the floor?
It can be the floor. It can be the narrow, highway.
So why narrow? So the model won't be going back and zigzagging?
Correct.
I always wonder why it had to be narrow.
So narrow, it helps out when the models are walking, right? They can just go straight.
Okay.
And then I don't like to put two models to walk at the same time, one at a time. When one is coming, then the other one is staying and wait. When she is about to come, she will take over.
Okay, when the women do that turn, they do that little spin turn, what's the trick with that? Like what's the punch line? What's the have to thing when they do that twist?
It's just to show you, I'm about to, I'm done.
I mean, how can they do it wrong though? I know you say they got to be a perfect twist. What's a perfect twist? Like when they turn?
When they turn.
'Cause I see a lot of model people on TV. They say, "Nah, do it again." What is it about that turn?
To make it look smooth at the end of the day, at the end of the runway.
And how about the pose, the last pose,
yeah,
whatever y'all be doing, I don't know.
The pose is also good because it shows you now I stand, and then now you can see complete the outfit that I have on, so you can check it out, both the front and then the back.
Okay. Now I know a lot of models that look good on the runway, but they can't take pictures well.
Okay.
Like why is that? Because you see a beautiful people in person, but when they take a picture, it just for some reason it don't look like the same person.
Because they haven't been trained how to stand for the pictures.
Okay.
You know, how to pose for the pictures, how to draw the attention of the photographer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I get a lot of women that take selfies here, and I look at them like, damn, like that's the same lady I seen in person. Like, wow. And it's just a selfie. For I didn't think that made that much of a difference from a camera picture and just a regular and live look at you. And I also had it. Well, I take a lot of pictures with females when I go to my club. I DJ for them for a long time,
Okay.
and I meet models, take pictures, and when I take a at the club, they look so spectacular. But then when I wake up in the morning and see that picture, it's like the flash goes behind the makeup. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like, ouch.
Well, you know, again, individuals are different.
Okay.
You know, how you pose. And then men says one thing, but what they're saying is not what they're doing.
Hold on. You gonna talk about us and say that? What you mean by that? We got like 5 more minutes, but we got
Okay.
time to get into
Most
it.
men says, "Oh, I don't like you with that extra. It's okay. You know you look good the way you are, right? No makeup, none of that, none of your hair, whatnot, your eyelashes or whatnot. Okay, you try it with no makeup, and then you see another sister coming in, right?
Who do? The man or the woman?
The man.
Okay.
You see a sister coming in with all dozed up. You turn around while you are sitting with your woman. You turn around and started looking at her.
But you know why? I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times the women that we have don't need that. Like we like them already like they are. We think they are beautiful just like that. When they put the makeup on,
Mm-hmm.
it makes them look too fake to us.
But why are you turning
Okay,
around and looking around to
okay,
somebody
because
else?
that particular woman may look good with makeup on. She may have needed it. Like without her makeup on, she may look like what I call a cookie monster. So she may look like a cookie monster
Mm-hmm.
with no makeup on. So she had to get herself that way. I know a lot of women who look just as beautiful, friends of course, who look just as beautiful without no makeup on versus with makeup. And I know some women that you better put some makeup on because you look like a cookie monster. So that's the
So
truth.
funny. Okay.
So that's probably why the man he never seen her without no makeup on. So whatever she did, you know, with makeup on, you like, oh, she look good. But I guarantee she go wash her face to come out that bathroom. He be like, you know. So but some women are just naturally
Beautiful.
like I grew up. My mom is Cuban, and
Everybody says that.
my mom is Cuban, and I can speak for my mama. My mama don't need nothing. My mama gorgeous out the bed 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Even with my wife is a dark skin complexion, but all she got to put on is lipstick and she fine. So she don't, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not knocking the women that do.
Mm-hmm.
But some women I think don't understand they are very naturally beautiful women and they take away from that.
Because they never been told that. That is why.
Okay.
And another thing I will add with this conversation, my own thing to give in for all women, especially my color, okay, especially divas like me, Black women. We need to do better of helping each other. We need to do better of not tearing each other apart. Let's let's get together. Let's love one another. You know, we Black women, we say it, but we don't do it. When a Black woman enter in the room and say hi, it's silent. Nobody says anything.
Competition.
It hurt me. Like, what are we competing for? We are we we're supposed to love each other. But you see, Caucasian, I love them. I mean, when I go to conferences, I will be in the among of all white. And then when they're coming, they're greeting each other, they're loving each other, they're hugging each other. But us, like, who do you think you are? That is wrong. We need to do better.
Okay.
You know, we're not supposed, I'm not supposed to show anyone that I'm better than her, but I'm supposed to reach out to give you that genuine love. I talk about this on my Facebook. Love means a lot because all the question you ask me, if we have love from family member, we will not be acting crazy. You know, we're supposed to love. We're supposed to reach out. Hey, girl, show me, how do you do that? Just like I watched Robin be here, I called, I said, hey, I want to hook up from brother. And she sent me your number. But if it would have been somebody else, be like, girl, no, I don't know, honey, no, I don't want you going there. I don't understand that, of that selfishness or jealousy.
It's just competition for no reason.
Every one of us are different in our own gift.
Yep.
God gave us different gifts.
Yep.
So we're supposed to use it, and then we also supposed to use it to help each other, to reach each other. Because one of my clients told me this. He said, Joe, white man has made us to hate each other during this slavery. I said, what? And then he explained it so well for me. You know, if you're black, if you're light skinned, if you like
It's called a Willie Lynch letter.
Oh my God.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, we actually got to close in about 3 seconds.
Absolutely.
But listen, I'm gonna have you look it up on your phone. It's called the Willie Lynch letter.
Okay.
And that explains a lot. But now me personally, I know what we went through, but I don't use that no more. I'm to the point where I was raised by 3 cultures, 3 races: a white man, a black man, and a Cuban family. So I had the best of everything.
Amen.
So I know how and to me, I don't judge skin color. I judge how you treat me.
Absolutely.
But it's a history behind that. What he telling you, I'm going to show you what he talking about.
Okay.
But do me a favor. Tell everybody how they can find you, where they can find you, and tell them goodbye.
Okay. Everyone, you can find me on Facebook. My name, Simple Joe Orji. And then also on my IG. Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm also on Facebook. Bye. Nice meeting you guys. Thank you so much.